Watch it.
Oh, that was way too close to my face.
I was gonna say, like,
Oh my.
why does that scare you? Give me that. You're gun shy.
I just don't want you to burn your wife's car down. Imagine having to tell her that.
These little tips are all worn out, but that's probably enough heat to get this going. I'm waiting for that pop, you know what I mean?
You're preparing for
It
it.
can go ting! I don't feel like that's hot enough. That's not dangerous enough to break this off, you know, the rust off.
That's good font. That's for sure.
Why is that crazy? It's just using heat for its intended purpose.
Oh, you're using something that normally cuts metal to heat something up
Yeah.
Quickly.
quickly. Yep.
Yeah, if I pull this lever, I cut this rotor in half. Pretty much. I think it's the main idea.
Oh yeah, you'll blow a hole in it. For sure. Before you know it.
Then we'll have to go to the autopilot store and get a new one.
Yeah. Maybe that's not enough. We'll put that on. Right?
It landed right on the leg of the chair.
Look at all that rust. Get a look at that rust.
Ooh, do we want to wire this? This is my favorite tool. It's good for many things. Even taking bolts off.
Trip loves a good wire brush.
Yeah,
See if we can get it to start
great.
on fire. No, it's
I mean, I can't
You
make
ain't.
that happen for you.
no. Now let's try to get this big nut off.
What size are you guessing?
Huge. Oh, I hear him clanking. That's good. An adapter for these. Gonna need the adapter. Go from 1/2 inch to 3/4. And then if we really need to, and you've got a 3/4 driver we could try to use. This stuff's been replaced. It's all like frozen in time.
It's all factory.
Yeah. But I think this is the problem. This bearing. Let's get a size on this. I think it's not 19, probably 17. Right now it's frosty. Negative 26 out today. That's why we're in here, not in my little garage. I want to keep my fingers
Intact.
Yes, exactly. Exactly right. We could use that. Hand me that box and we'll use it to smush the CV axle back. It'll work for this. Got my dudes on. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day.
Brand new
How'd your truck start this morning, Shrimp?
Good, because I had it plugged in. yesterday. It didn't start at all.
It didn't start. How cold was it? Was only negative 13 yesterday.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Does it need new battery or something mechanical going on? What happened when you tried to crank it over?
It said it's gonna start going into low power mode so it doesn't kill the battery.
Oh, really?
On the screen, yeah.
Oh, that's handy.
But then I jumped it and it started after 3 minutes.
After 3 minutes?
Yeah, it took 3 minutes to get it to start.
It cranked over for that long?
Yeah.
It turned the engine over for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh my. Boom. You went back out.
Yeah, I didn't try to finish that.
So what we were doing here, using this puller pusher in this case. CB axle was not moving. Oh, it's still not moving. It's just gonna move back and forth. But I just wanted to make sure it was loose because to get the wheel bearing off, we have to be able to have that loose so it'll jiggle off. How this works is this Jeep is 4-wheel drive, so this wheel bearing is how it meshes from the CV axle to the wheel, or to the wheel bearing to this face, and then to the tire. But it'll be easier to explain it once I get it all apart. Then it'll be simple learning. So I need the little tool there. Wow, first try. I don't know, I sound like Owen Wilson. Wow. You ever hear that compilation of him where it's just him, wow. In all of his movies?
Yeah.
And then when you get her loose, this thing's got the ball end on it, and then you just take it right out.
Wow.
I think it's got a little magnet in it. It's the trigger. That's sick. Get it out. There we go. It's got a bunch of grease on it. That grease is probably from the wheel bearing, the permanent seal blowing apart and getting grease all over this. So I think we're on the right track as far as the wheel bearing that was going bad. Little backing plate is holding that in, so I was pulling on it to pull it away. Was jerking on this thing and got it out. You need the handy 17mm. This is a name brand, so I can't mention them until they sponsor me.
Better get on it once you mention it, right?
Yeah, everyone's gonna want to sponsor me. These are Dustin's thin wall sockets to get into small places. Basically, these are all impact sockets that are really thick, and then they're 6-point for maximum grip on the bolt. And then these are 12-point, and they're a lot thinner. Garden variety hand tools.
Shout out to Dustin for letting us use all these tools.
Yes. Good man, Dustin. Ow. A little extension. That's too long.
I was gonna say that.
Impact. Extension. Oh yeah, that's gonna come right out. That's what I like to see.
Is it coming right out?
Yeah, it's falling out of the car. It's perfect.
Oh, that's great.
I like it when things are easy, but they look hard, so you look super like, yeah, I figured it out. It was so hard, but I got it done. So you seem like a hero, but in reality it was pretty easy. But it's not an appealing job because it's 30 or something. You know how it is. I need to get a haircut. I got my long johns on. I'm really burning alive here.
Shorts.
I think we're gonna have to change the oil too. But that's an easy job. Almost as easy as torching your wife's suspension to get it apart. I mean, you could do it with the propane if you
Have the time.
were, yeah, patient, but
Ray's not patient.
then we can find out if we can get Uncle Mel's new 4Runner running later on. Do a little cold start on it. Dude, if the 4Runner starts in this weather and your Ford won't start at negative 13, it's literally 30 years old, maybe even older.
Well, they were built a lot better back then.
Oh yeah, we'll go with that. But the technology is true. How about the technology? The technology wasn't as good. Technology can be good.
I think it just makes one more thing that you have to worry about.
Yeah. I think it's more that people don't understand the technology, so it scares them.
Ray's all about this technology.
I'm not. Ugh. I don't like technology because it forces me to learn new things. Sometimes I don't want to learn about
Technology.
yeah, some sort of special doodad that will fall out of your car. What was that?
My cool little.
That's
I
so
don't even know what to
stupid.
call this thing.
I think it's if you like if you're working on something. I think it's 9/16. So you put it on there. Oh no, it's actually a 1/2 inch. So you can take it to your, take it to whatever bolt it was, and then you don't have to grab
Pretty
10
cool
wrenches.
looking,
You
though.
just grab that thing.
Never seen anything like it before. That's why I think it's great. It's a toddler's brass knuckles.
Let's try to smash these off. Oh, I bent that thing. Now I was just talking on the pry bars last video. Here I am using it. But it's
Oh my
not
god, you're
working.
turning the wheel in the car.
Yeah, I know. Mmm. Maybe I could try to use the puller. Yeah! Now I can use the slam, the handle, the slide hammer. That'll be cool. Put this on. Just using the, I call them acorns because they got the bevel here. And I think that's kind of what the aftermarket calls them too. That's probably where I got it from. Smash that on there a little bit.
Sturdy enough.
Yeah, that should work. Thread this thing in there. At least get a little bit of thread engagement there. Well, this isn't gonna. It's just gonna push that CD.
No, I mean the nuts because it's just moving.
Oh! Oh! Stealing my thunder.
It's making you look better, Ray.
It'll put up a fight, but eventually you'll get it off. Ooh, look at all that corrosion.
That is a lot of corrosion.
I think this is a pretty cool tool.
Yeah. Now I'm just curious what these doodads are. Oh, I know before actually.
Oh yeah, feel that. That's all. That's all
That's
food
not
bar.
the goods.
That's all food bar. Give that a feel.
Oh, it's hot.
It's not hot at all.
Sounds like a bird.
Start the car. Let's go get it.
It's got her.
Let's take a look at this. Make sure this is usable. I didn't mess this all up. It looks fine. Oh, it's smashed. Oh.
Oh, that's got her.
We'll just have to. This is probably a. This is probably.
Look at this one right here.
I'll decide my choice on price. If it's cheap, then we'll get it. Oh, I don't know the code.
And then he says like,
There.
what's the code?
Can't tell you.
I was gonna say, don't tell him. It's here on camera.
2008 Liberty 4-wheel drive. Torque specifications: do not use an impact wrench. Torque the bolt to 100 or 135 foot-pounds. Here's the new one. Oh, you got that one. Let's do a little comparison. Yeah, let's make sure everything's kosher here. Boom. On first inspection, everything's looks pretty close, but you don't really know until you get a little peek. See,
Oh, that looks
it looks the same, you know. And then I just want to see if another check if the wheel bearing or the rotor fits over the register here, like the other one did. So, yeah, that's a nice tight fit. Then since we bought this, let's take a little, I'm just going to use this for a quick second. Check the sizes, that looks about the same. I mean, that's close enough. I mean, the other one's like 3 inches bigger, so, or 2 inches bigger, so if there's going to be a difference, you'll see it right away.
I was getting some Instagram footage.
Alright,
What do you need?
this, because I need to pull this off. Actually, I really don't need to pull this off right now, but I don't want to break it while I'm putting this on. So I'll just pull it off for a quick second. It is greased, so the other one having grease on it was not an issue. That's a note to remember for later. Nice seeing no crunch, which is good. Another check is make sure this dust shield, this face doesn't have a bunch of dirt or anything on it. So when you smush them together, you don't smushing a bunch of dirt in there. This bolts up, looks the same here. Everything, looks like it's gonna fit pretty good. And I'm pretty sure I don't remember how this went on.
They're still
Gonna have to do a little blacksmithing.
You can rest it on your knee too.
I got that.
That's where you bent it earlier.
Yeah, I had to blacksmith that back into shape. Other things you want to check for when you're putting stuff back on: is there anti-seize on the bolts, or is there any sort of Loctite that's needed? I don't really see any Loctite on these, and I didn't see anything calling out for Loctite or anti-seize on this note, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Nothing.
Throw that away.
Throw that out. Don't need it.
Don't need it.
This little cutout is for that ABS wiring to come in here and stick on there, so we know that's correct. I'm just gonna grab one bolt, slide this on. This has got there's a gears in here, cogs in here that have to mesh with these here. So you just gotta make sure those fit. That's it. Ow, that kind of hurt a little. Man, those bolts on the backside are hard to get to. That was a 18 millimeter. Is there some behind the scenes stuff going on? Gotta get those groans in there for best look mechanics do. There, it's going in now. You don't want to ramrod that one all the way down until we get some other ones put in. So let's go for second boot. Here. Wow, that was loud. That scared me. Nice brake dust shield. It's going right in. Okay, that was in a little bit. Let's go for number 3. Which is the hardest one to get to. Ashley's gonna see me with the slide hammer. And she's gonna be like, what is he doing to my car? Seems to be going together pretty flawlessly here.
What are your only concerns?
Literally none. This thing is going together like butter. This is one of those things you could do even if you had a few beers in you. I think most automotive repairs are accompanied by beer. Unless you do them in the morning. And then it's coffee. Oh yeah, that's starting to get tight. And I actually think that I'm going to use the correct torque specs here even. Instead of just ramrod them down and call them good. Since this is kind of a safety item here.
I think so.
Alright, what should we do? I want to go in between the torque measurements. I want to do 100. I don't want to do 135. I want to do like 112 here. Yeah. Use this.
Big girl right there.
Yeah. Big hoss. So this means I'm gonna have to find the 18 for that. A little behind the scenes. Oh yeah, I don't have any jack stand under there. There! Woo! That took a lot of work. Boom!
That's definitely on the 2 o'clock.
3. What?
I got a couple of you like, ooh, it's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah, you got to go. Number 3. Let's see if we can get it in here. Make sure it's on all the way so I don't smash my fingers.
On that freaking rotor.
Yeah. Boom. 120 all the way around.
Gotta zero it out.
Yep, zero it out. I want to take one of these apart sometime and see what's going on.
Well, you said that in the last video, but you're like, I gotta wait till that one breaks. Cause I'll feel bad when I break it because they're kind of pricey.
Yeah, they are.
No, you didn't say that. You're like, I don't want to break the only good one I have.
It's not even that good.
Green bends over there.
Then you got to do the spin. Doesn't spin very good because it's hooked to the
Everything.
differential up there.
But it spins pretty well.
Yeah. Next, we'll put on the ABS wiring. Let's get a zip tie on it. We got a trash white zip tie on there.
You're gonna have to send me that clip to post that.
Zip this through here. Put her down in here. Smells good too. Those X screws, you don't want to cinch them down too hard for your wheel round the inside of that out. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because I've smashed them apart. I'm just gonna leave this dangling until I get the rest of this on because it's intertwined. It comes in with the brake line for the rotor or for the caliper. So I want to have that in place so all of these fit together nicely. They're not, the two hose and the wire aren't working against each other as you put them, you're turning the wheel so it doesn't rip this wiring out or whatever the case may be. So next we got the rotor. I didn't get new pads for it. I probably should have. Actually, you definitely should do that.
Pads you had were terrible.
I know, but I should have bought these. But when you get new pads, I don't know if it's, or the rotors, usually they ship them with some sort of oil coating on them. This ones don't look like they have an oil coating, but I'm just gonna spray them off anyway with Brake Clean, just to get any oil residue off or anything like that. Mom, he does that. He actually did that one time. Shut her on. That's just gonna have to hang there. The other one was obviously smashed in there with rust and such. Next is the caliper bracket. This is what houses the brake pads and the brake caliper itself. Sits right on here. So I'm gonna throw this baby on like so. That's wrong. How did I do this? gooder. That's gooder. Yep, 21. But I still need to get in there. Okay. I don't have a torque measurement for this. I'm sure I could find them, but I'm just gonna torque them until it feels right, like that. And I'm gonna smash these back in. And I actually labeled these in and out, so I put them back in the right position, but they are, I did also, you can also tell by this little indentation here is from the caliper pushing on it. And that, the caliper side, you can always, you know, you can tell that this is the caliper side. There's only one other one, there's only one other side. You can stab this on the other side. These actually do need replaced, but that's later on. Sometimes you just have to put, you know, all else fails, just decide that it's good enough. Zip tie on here, holding up the rotor, like you should. Back that out of the way.
I like the variety of tools we have. We got an oxyacetylene torch.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna need, right?
A pry bar which Rainer talks a lot on.
Ooh, that's on there good. I had to move the caliper back and forth a little. Now I have to move it up. Some calipers go right back in where they were. Some calipers you gotta
Really hit her.
finagle. Yeah, hit her hard.
It looks like it stopped leaking windshield wiper fluid.
Yeah, could be that, or it just could be from there was some that was spilled or coming out of the cowl that just melted, or who the heck knows? Who the heck knows?
It's just all gone.
Get that all the way down until you get the other one kind of snugged up.
Did that feel right?
Good. Now we can put on the wiring. Oh wow, there's all new clips. Look at this.
That's great.
I wonder if I should use the old clips or the new clips. The old clips aren't that old, but I'll break them and pull them off and put the new stuff on them. These just take a little screwdriver to pull them out. There's a little that one will keep until we know we can get rid of it. This first one was down here. You can see a witness mark where it's rubbing. I'm just gonna go right to that. And we have to pull this apart. Slide it over, snap it in. Same thing up here. This one's already apart. Slide it over, snap it in. Bring it up. Ooh, this has got two. So we can actually, what I'm gonna do, double them up. Boom. Boom. Extra protection. Bring this through here. That snap together. It has a little red safety thing. And I don't remember how it goes. I honestly think you're not supposed to pull these all the way out like I did. There. That's a good fit.
Do you feel satisfied now?
Yeah, check these out. Even got these little things. 2 holes right here to keep them from getting splashed when Ashley goes through a puddle. Done. What do you think?
That's the most.
Chuck the wheel back on and good to go. That was super simple, easy vehicle repair. What did you freeze
your shit. Technically that's illegal, Alex.
right into the frame?
Yes.
Jeez. This might help you, sir.
Hey, do you need a massage while you're doing this?
No.
Man, let's live dangerously.
Huh? Yeah.
Yes, I'll take some stuff this problem. I'm sure you already knew that.
I don't have any pictures either. Good.
So let's go to lunch, and we'll come back and do the oil change. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.